Hi guys, my name is Bappy Hamed and welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys, in this video, I'll show you how we can perform object tracking with the help of Yolo11, ByteTrack and BotSort algorithm. So this is going to be one amazing video, so make sure you watch this video till the end. So as of now, I already showed you how we can perform object detection, image segmentation, image classification, and so on. And I told you we can also perform something called object tracking. And what is object tracking? I think you already know. If you don't know, I'll again tell you, okay, what is object tracking? What is the difference between object detection and object tracking? So for this, let me open up my Blackboard. So guys, here you can see I kept some example. So if you want to understand the object tracking, so first of all, try to see this image. So let's say in this image, actually, we're having some object, that means the person. So you can see it is first of all creating one bounding box. And what is this bounding box? I think you know this bounding box is nothing but it's a detection bounding box. Okay, it's a detection bounding box. That means first of all, you have to detect this particular object. It can be any kinds of object. It can be person, it can be cars, it can be, let's say, helmet, any kinds of object it can be. Okay. So first of all, you have to apply the object detection algorithm to detect that particular object. After detecting, you will be keep on tracking that particular object in each and every frame. Okay. That means, see, whenever I'm talking about video. So what is video? Video is nothing but it's a sequence of image frame. Okay. Image frame. Yes or no? Right, so you can see the image actually I have kept here. So this is a sequence of image. Okay, that means this is a frame. Okay, this is a frame of the video. So this is the first frame, this is the second frame, this is the third frame, and so on. All right, so what happens actually, let's say whenever we perform the object tracking, so it will keep on tracking that object in each and every frame. Let's say this is my first frame, and you can see we have done the detection. In the second frame, we'll be keep on tracking that object. You can see it is tracking. Okay, it is tracking the object. So everywhere you can see this particular bounding box. Okay, everywhere you can see this particular bounding box. And whenever you will apply the tracking, object tracking, you will see that it will generate one unique ID. Okay, unique ID. So this unique ID represents it is tracking the same object. Okay, let's say this is the person wearing a red jacket. So it will be assigned as 1. Let's say there is another person. That person will have another ID. So that's how inside the image actually how many objects you are having. Based on that, actually it will actually generate this kinds of unique ID. Okay, and with the help of this unique ID, it will keep on track that particular object. This is the idea of the object tracking. Now there is some issue. Okay, there is some issue with the object tracking. If we are using some traditional based, let's say, algorithm. So I think we know that inside object tracking we are having some algorithm to perform the object tracking. Let's say we are having something called ByteTrack. So previously I also created tutorial related ByteTrack in my YouTube channel. You can check it out. Then there is another one called BotSort. So today I'll show you how we can use ByteTrack as well as the BotSort. See, whenever I'm talking about BotSort, this is one amazing algorithm. It can also handle the hidden object. Let's say sometimes what will happen. Let's say there are some objects you can see. Sometimes you will see that object will be disappeared. Okay, inside a video frame or let's say inside an image frame, and it will lose that particular ID. Let's say this person got ID number 1. After some times, you will see that this person will disappear. Okay, inside a, let's say, a video. That time your model will forget. And whenever this person will again come, it will generate a completely new ID. But it's not like that. If my model has given any ID to a specific object, it should remember. It should remember. So let's say this person I have given the 1. So whenever it is disappearing from the frame, and whenever this person is again coming inside a frame, okay, it should remember. And if you want to achieve this kinds of accuracy, you have to use this BotSort algorithm. But BotSort algorithm is a little bit actually slower than the ByteTrack. If you see the ByteTrack is like a little bit faster. But inside ByteTrack, actually, this kinds of, let's say, a problem you can't solve. That means if any person is disappearing inside an image frame, it will completely forget that particular ID. Okay, it will generate a completely new ID if this person is again coming. Okay, so this is the idea. So both I will show you. You can use with respect to your requirement. Let's say you need a faster inference. Let's say you have one video, you have one condition there. You don't have any kinds of, let's say, hiding condition. Let's say there is a bottle filling system. So bottle will come sequentially. So there is no possibility your bottle will hide, right? That time you can apply ByteTrack on top of it. But let's say you are applying on the pedestrian or let's say cars. Okay, let's say inside traffic. So that time you can use this BotSort one because there is a possibility your object may actually hide. Okay, so that's actually you have to choose what kinds of algorithm you should use. So today I'll show you both of them. You can use any of them. Okay, and see, to perform this tracking, I'm going to use Alternalytics because as I already told you, first of all, we have to perform the detection, and to perform the detection, we'll be using Yolo11. And I already covered how we can use the Yolo11, how we can perform the object detection with the help of Yolo11. Even I already showed you the custom trading and all. So everything I have covered in my YouTube channel, you can check it out. Then after getting the detection, what I will do, guys, I'll pass this detection to the tracking algorithm. That means we'll be passing to the ByteTrack as well as the bot sort. Then it will keep on tracking that particular object. Okay, so both will be showing. So for this, guys, what I've done, I've created one amazing notebook. You can see this is the notebook I have prepared. So first of all, I have to install the Analytics package. Okay, because if I want to use the Analytics YOLO functionality, or let's say tracking functionality, I have to install this particular package. So to install it, first of all, you have to connect your GPU. So here I have already connected my GPU. Now let me install. And all the resources should be given in the description. From there you can download and you can try with me. And how to perform the object detection, image segmentation, I already created one playlist called Yolo11. So there I have covered each and everything. Okay, you can check it out. And if you want to download any kinds of computer vision related data, guys, what you can do, you can use one amazing website called roboflow.com. So roboflow is a platform. It provides actually all kinds of computer vision related toolkits. So it is having one amazing product called Universe. So let me open it up. So inside Universe, actually it is having all kinds of data. So here you can download object detection, image classification, segmentation. Okay, all kinds of data are available. So here you can download any kinds of data set. Let's say in this case, actually what we are doing, where we'll be using actually pedestrian, pedestrian data. And I think you already know inside Coco data, already pedestrian, let's say data they have already trained with that model. So I don't need to again fine tune that model. Okay, so this object is already available inside Coco object. Okay, inside Coco classes. If you open the Coco class, you will see that pedestrian is already there, person class is already there. Okay, but in case actually, let's say you want to perform any other tracking, let's say you want to track hand, or let's say you want to track helmet, you want to track motorcycle, that time what you can do, guys, you can simply search here. Let's say I need card data. So here I will just search for card. See, all kinds of card data you will get here. So you can download the card data and simply you can train one object detection model. Okay, then after that you can perform the tracking operation. Okay, so this is the simple idea. Now see, guys, this is the data related card. So simply just try to click here. Let's say I want to download this data. So if you want to download this data, you just need to click on the button. Then you will be getting one option. You can either download as a zip file, either you can download with the help of code snippet. You can do it. So let's get back to our notebook, guys. So this is the notebook. So I've already installed the Analytics. Now, first of all, we'll be applying the detection. So here I'm having one video. Let me show you. So guys, this is the video actually I'm having, and you can see there are so many objects, like a person is there. Then you can see this wheelchair is there. Then cars is there. Different objects are available. First of all, let's try to see what are the objects my model can detect. So what I will do, guys, I will simply upload this image video here inside my Google Colab. And here you can see I'm using Yolo11 model. So I'm using medium model, and you can get it from the Analytics. And inside the model, you have to pass the video. The video actually you have uploaded. So just copy the path and try to paste it here. Now, if I execute, you'll see that it will first of all load the video. It will load all the frame one by one. It will perform the detection, and it will give you the results. Okay, inside the runs folder. So you can see, guys, the detection has started. You can see we are having 188 frame. Okay, in this video. So guys, as you can see, my execution is completed. Now if I open the runs folder, so guys, if I open the runs folder, inside that you can see detect folder, predict folder, and this is the results. Now let me download and let me show you. So this video is downloaded. Now let me play. So guys, you can see this is the results. Now you can see there are so many objects it is detecting. It is detecting the car. Then you can see the wheelchair, then the person. Okay, so it is also detecting the suitcase. But I don't need actually all the objects. I only need the person. So in case actually what you can do, there is a one parameter you can set called class is 0. So if you open the Coco dataset, you will see that person class is present at the first position. That's why you're given 0. That means I only need the person classes. Okay, not any other classes from this particular, let's say, image or video. So now if I execute, you will see that again it will perform the detection, but it will only detect the person. Okay, not any other class. Because here we have specified, I only need the person class. Okay. So if you want to, let's say, detect any other object, please try to open up the Coco data, and you can see the location of the object. With respect to that, you can pass the ID. So now it's done. Now if I again refresh and let's download the video again. So guys, now if I play the video, you will see that it is only detecting the person, okay, not any other class. So that's how you can specify which actually, let's say, object you need. So now we are able to perform the detection. Now let's see the tracking, okay, how we can perform the tracking. So first of all, I'll show you the bot sort one. So if you want to use the bot sort, so you have to use this syntax. So just write model.track. Inside that, just try to pass your source image, source video. So this is the source video, and parse is true and save true. So you don't need to specify the bot sort algorithm separately. So by default, it will load it. Okay, now let's see if I execute. So execution is completed. Now just try to refresh and try to download the video again from the predict folder. So guys, you can see my video got downloaded. Now if I play, so this is the tracking. You can see it has created this ID, you can see, okay, and it is tracking this object, and the result is pretty good. If you have any, let's say, object which is, let's say, hiding in any other object, still it will be able to remember. So this is happening with the help of bot sort algorithm. Now guys, if you want to perform with the help of ByteTracker, what you just need to do, you need to give this parameter tracker is equal to ByteTrack.yaml. Okay, that's it. And that much easy it is. If you're using Alterytics, you don't need to do so many configuration. Okay, everything would be done as an automated way. So you can execute this ByteTrack and you'll see the same output. You can download and you can see that. Okay, so yes guys, that's how we can perform the tracking with the help of Yolo11, ByteTrack, as well as the bot sort algorithm. First of all, you have to apply the detection algorithm. Detection will detect, then that detection will pass to the tracker model, and tracker will track that particular object. Okay, this is the idea. So yes guys, this is all about. I hope you liked it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you next time.